Howdy everyone, Sarsi here, and today I'll be giving my quick impressions on Caregiver on Nintendo Switch. I was originally planning on doing a full review, but it just felt easier to do a first impression sort of thing, as this game started off by giving me bad impressions, and it didn't get any better from there. Starting off with the menu, I did what I always do when I start up a game I'm reviewing. I held down the capture button, and there's only been like 2 games that didn't allow capture on my channel, and it turned out that this game was gonna add to that. I wasn't exactly sure why, as a horror game where you're just walking around shouldn't be that demanding. When I started a new game, I immediately knew why. You start off outside with god-awful frame rate, and it never really gets better. It will become tolerable at some points, but will drop right back down, sometimes almost feeling like it's nearing single-digit frames. And issues didn't just stop with frame rates. Items themselves were also whack. Item physics themselves will often fling you across the room if you bump into them, and as for picking them up themselves, there are some items you can pick up and view on the screen, being able to spin them around and inspect them. Problem with this is that the controlling of it isn't the smoothest. For example, inspecting a picture and trying to see what's on the back of it, it's difficult to get it right side up, and when you do, the lighting effects will usually make it so dark that you can't see anything but black. But let's talk about the actual game for a minute. It's just boring. You're running back and forth trying to find stuff, and there's just a lot of nothing happening. Every now and then a cheap jump scare happens, or you'll encounter the Caretaker, but it's not scary. It's actually quite predictable. The first time the Caretaker showed up, I knew it was coming. And the funny part is, he wasn't even scary either. I actually had a good laugh when he showed up. I can't move. But besides that, he's broken. When he shows up, you can't outrun him. He's faster than you, and if he hits you once, you can't move, and you pretty much have to wait for him to kill you. Then you have to wait for the main menu to load after you die, and then load your last checkpoint again. It's a completely unnecessary step, and it just makes restarting needlessly longer than it needs to be. The loading time isn't exactly the best either. So this game just felt like one big mess that I just didn't want anything to do with. So, if you want the game yourself, it's available on the eShop for $5. I'd like to thank Playstige for sending me the key. This is Sarsi on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.